Hello everyone, welcome to Star Wars Outpost.
Well, Star Wars fans had a huge day after lots of news dropped at the annual Disney Investors Day. We had 7 new Star Wars projects announced to us, all coming within the next 3 years, and boy are we excited.
So in this video we're going to show you the canon timeline of all Star Wars films and series, so that we can get a nice visual idea of what to expect. We also want to talk about some of our predictions a little bit, and some of the things that we hope to see in some of these projects.
Please, if you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up and considering subscribing to our channel for more content.
So let's get straight into the timeline. We're visual learners, so it really helps a lot to see projects laid out in this format because it helps us to better understand maybe the characters or main events that we can expect to see. We found this remastered timeline from the 2019 D23 event, and we added these projects to it.
It starts in an unknown year during the High Republic in a show called The Acolyte. This show is going to delve into the dark side, which hasn't been the sole feature of any movie or any show ever, so this is super exciting. Especially going back to the High Republic when the Rule of Two would be in place and lots of dark side lore exploration would be happening. Now, we know that the High Republic takes place from around the year 300 BBY to about 100 BBY. So a character we might expect to see would be a still old Master Yoda. A big selling point for Disney about this era is that in canon, it's basically untouched, so they have free reign on what they can create without feeling like they have to adapt their story around some pre-existing story arc. So other than Yoda, there's not really much else canon-wise from this period that we can definitely hope to see. But since it is dark side focused, wouldn't it be great if they at least talked about characters like Darth Bane or Darth Revan, possibly even showing them on Sith holocrons or something? We'd really love to see that. But there's just no telling what this series is going to bring, so it's all pure, baseless speculation.
The next new project we'd be seeing on the timeline is The Bad Batch. Now this takes place right after the Clone Wars, and it's obviously going to focus on Clone Force 99, which consists of none other than Sergeant Hunter, the team's leader, Wrecker, the strong assailant, Crosshair, the grim sniper, ex-clone trooper, Echo, and Tech, the hyper-intelligent techie. We're gonna see them turn to mercenary work after the rise of the Empire. Who might we expect to see? Who knows? Maybe Boba Fett will show up, Fennec Shan, Jabba the Hutt, Han Solo, Lando Calrissian, maybe even Darth Maul. All of these guys were involved in one way or another with mercenary work, which usually leads to crime lords. Maul will be alive at this point, and it'd be really exciting to see him become the crime lord he was working so hard to become when we last saw him in the Clone Wars, and even got a sneak peek of in Solo.
Next is Obi-Wan Kenobi, probably the most exciting news of all. Kathleen Kennedy dropped the bombshell that Hayden Christensen will return to play the role of Darth Vader in the series that will focus on Obi-Wan Kenobi after the fall of the Jedi Order. It is set 10 years into the rule of the Empire, and we are so excited to see the duel of the century between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. We are expecting a moment very similar to what Ahsoka Tano experienced in Star Wars Rebels when she sensed Darth Vader in the Force and finally realized what her master, Anakin Skywalker, had become. We want to see Obi-Wan come to that same realization about his apprentice. We're expecting a very emotional series here, and we couldn't be more excited. Are we expecting a lot of helmetless Hayden? Not really. He is Darth Vader after all, and usually depends on it to keep living, but he better show his face at some point. We're also hoping that Hayden really feels the love of the fans because, let's face it, when the prequels first came out, he was certainly not the most popular guy. He faced a lot of hate and criticism for his performance that, quite frankly, we absolutely love. Who wouldn't agree that Anakin Skywalker is the most important character in Star Wars? We really hope he gets nothing but positivity coming back to this iconic role that the fans are going to just eat up. If you think The Mandalorian is popular now, wait till Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Just before the movie Rogue One, we find ourselves coming across Endor, an exciting live-action spy series that will feature the characters Cassian Andor, Mon Mothma, and others, and will be telling us a lot more about how the Rebel Alliance was formed. We might expect characters like, who knows, Ahsoka Tano, Enfys Nest, or even the Phoenix Squadron, as they rise against the Empire in their own way. We know that Cassian Andor had several aliases and was usually an undercover keep to himself kind of guy. So we have basis to believe that we might see small cameos of even characters that aren't always talked about, like Enfys Nest.
Continuing down the timeline to around 1 ABY, we are brought to Star Wars' next feature film, Rogue Squadron. Is this going to be cool or what? This film is named after Rogue Squadron, or Rogue Group, which was a Rebel Alliance starfighter squadron founded by Luke Skywalker during the Galactic Civil War. They were named for Rogue One, the team of rebels led by Jyn Erso, who sacrificed themselves to steal the Death Star plans during the Battle of Scarif. Here we are definitely expecting to see Luke, of course, and his sidekicks R2-D2 and Wedge, as they fight their way through the galaxy to bring down the Empire. Maybe we will get a fresh look at some key battles covered in novels or comics. Also, who will they cast as Luke? Will Sebastian Stan be fan-casted just like Rosario Dawson was fan-casted as Ahsoka Tano? We'll just have to wait and see until 2023.
And last, but certainly not least, the much expected Ahsoka show, alongside Rangers of the New Republic. Wow, we all know we won't be disappointed. I mean, come on, it's Dave Filoni working with everyone's favorite Ahsoka, and who knows, maybe Dave Filoni himself will show up in Rangers as Trapper Wolf and his sidekick Carson Teva. We've already gotten a glimpse of these Rangers a few times throughout The Mandalorian, and it wouldn't shock us if we saw more of them. Remember that interesting line that Carson gave about how there's something going on out here? They don't believe it in the core worlds, but it is true. These aren't isolated incidents. They need to be stopped before it's too late. But we can't do it without local support. Let's hope to see more of those events and local support. This is all going to be taking place around the same time as The Mandalorian and 9-ish ABY. So we could get some more Moff Gideon action, Grief Karga action, Cara Dune action, who knows? Rangers is also intertwined with Ahsoka. We all know what we are expecting there. Phoenix Squadron getting back together again, and one of our favorite villains, Mastermind Grand Admiral Thrawn. And there is another fan casting that everybody wants, Benedict Cumberbatch as Thrawn. Rosario Dawson will continue to play Ahsoka Tano, and we hope to see a lot of Ahsoka/Sabine Wren time on their hunt for the Lost Jedi, Ezra Bridger. Who knows what they're going to encounter on their way?
There are some other projects that we simply can't place on the timeline because we don't have enough information yet. These include the droid story featuring C-3PO and R2-D2 on secret missions, Lando featuring Lando Calrissian, and Visions, an anime-style remake of some of the most popular scenes in Star Wars history. Hopefully we can get more information on those series soon.
So it was a really exciting day for everyone who loves Star Wars, and we hope you enjoyed this brief summary of everything we got. Let us know in the comments below how excited you are and what you're expecting from these series. We'll catch you in the next one.